He slapped a war hero without knowing. But 30 minutes later, the entire diner watched silence turn into a storm. You won't believe who walked in. It was just another quiet morning at Miller's Diner. The clink of mugs, soft chatter, and a gentle breeze through the windows. Everything felt normal until he walked in, a loud, unshaven biker, all tattoos and attitude, shoved the door open and marched straight to the tables. He didn't care who was in his way. He knocked over a cup of hot coffee and didn't flinch. Then, without a word, he slapped the old man sitting near the window. The sound snapped through the diner like a gunshot. The waitress froze. A child dropped his toy. No one moved. No one breathed. But the old man didn't fight back. He simply picked up his fallen cap, the one with the 101st Airborne patch, and placed it gently back on his head. His hands shook, but his eyes stayed calm. The biker smirked. Washed up old soldier. What a joke. A couple near the corner quickly pulled their kids close. But no one knew the truth. His name was Harold Dean, a decorated veteran, a true hero who'd carried wounded comrades through enemy fire. And today, like every Sunday, he was waiting for his son, part of a quiet tradition since his wife died. 30 minutes earlier, Harold had texted, "Same booth. Coffee's hot." What the biker didn't know, Harold's son was still military. "Hey, Commander." And he never arrived alone. Engines were already roaring outside. The slap was just the start. What was coming would leave everyone in the diner speechless. Because when you touch a soldier, you might wake a storm. As the biker wiped syrup from his mouth and laughed with his buddies, he had no idea the diner had changed. Something outside was stirring. Engines roared. Tires screeched. People near the window leaned forward. A kid dropped his milkshake. 8 military vehicles pulled up in formation. Doors slammed. Then came the boots. 12 soldiers, in full uniform, marched into the diner like shadows. The entire room stiffened. Eyes widened. Silence fell like a blanket. At the center walked a tall man, back straight, face unreadable. Commander Nathan Cole. He paused beside the old man the biker had slapped earlier. His eyes studied the red mark on the man's cheek, then turned coldly toward the biker. Then, calm and sharp, "Who put hands on this man?" The entire room pointed without a word. The biker swallowed hard. "I didn't know he was in the way. I was just..." But Commander Cole raised a hand. "That man," he said, voice like steel, "dragged his best friend across a minefield with a bullet in his spine. He's my father, and you hit him over pancakes." The biker froze. All arrogance drained. Cole nodded to a soldier. They handed the old man a fresh cup of coffee. "Dad," Cole said softly, "I brought the team." The old man looked up, smiled slightly. "You always do." He didn't rise, didn't speak. He didn't need to, because in that moment, surrounded by loyalty, discipline, and military respect, everyone knew what true quiet strength looked like. And the biker? He wasn't just facing an old man anymore. He was facing a legacy. The diner was silent. Not a sound, just eyes watching, hearts racing. Commander Nathan Cole stood beside his father. 12 soldiers surrounded the booth. No weapons, no threats, just presence. Then slowly, the old man, Harold Dean, stood up. No anger, no rush. He walked over to the biker who had slapped him earlier. His face was calm, his voice steady. "I fought for your right to act like a fool," Harold said, eyes locked on the biker. "But I also earned the right to call you one." The biker's face went red. His bravado? Gone. His friends? Already slipped out the side door. But Harold wasn't done. "You still have a chance," he said. "Every day is a second chance. Don't waste it pretending to be strong. Because real strength doesn't look like what you did today." The room stayed still. No one dared to speak. Harold turned, walked back to his seat. Nathan sat across from him. The soldiers stood like a quiet wall. A waitress, tears in her eyes, gently placed her hand on Harold's shoulder. "Thank you," she whispered. And then something beautiful happened. The whole diner stood. Every person, every table. Not because he shouted, not because he fought back, but because he didn't have to. Harold was a true hero, not just in uniform, but in spirit. A man of quiet strength and timeless dignity. Because sometimes the loudest message is spoken in silence. And real heroes, they don't need to raise their voice to be heard. He didn't shout. He didn't fight back. And yet, he won everyone's respect without lifting a finger. Because real heroes wear silence like armor. Backhand index pointing right if the story touched you. Give it a like, leave a true hero in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful moments that speak louder than words.